this is Brent Got Business here with Blue Esports, and today I have a intro pack opening for Magic Origins. Check it, dogs. I went to the pre-release this weekend or last weekend, and yeah, it was this weekend, Friday night, and I bought a Magic Origins intro pack. So let's go ahead and open it. What's up, everybody? I've been waiting until Friday to finally open this pack, intro pack Magic Origins. Symbol Victory pack. It is a blue-red pack. It comes with a ready-to-play 60-card deck featuring a foil premium Pia and Kyrian Nalar, and two Magic Origins 15-card booster packs, strategy insert, and a Magic rules and reference card. F yeah, I'm stoked about this. Everyone knows that I like to open up booster packs, and everyone knows I just like to open up sealed products. So let's just get right into this. Magic Origins Assemble Victory Red-Blue pack. God, I've been waiting so long to open this, like 2 days. The foil promo rare for Magic Origins Red-Blue intro pack, Pia and Kyrian Nalar. We'll go over all the cards in that here in a moment. I don't think there's anything else in here. Look at the new packs though for Magic Origins. This solid black. I think they're beautiful. I actually thought they might go with Modern Masters again with the cardboard packs. Rules, or no, this is the strategy guide, I think, for this deck. I think it explains how this deck is supposed to work. This is basically describing what this deck is about and how it's supposed to be ran, or the objective of the deck. Check it out. Magic Origins Simple Victory Pack. Basic rules and reference card. We all know the rules of the game. If not, you must be new, and we can talk about that another time. I'm gonna save these for last. I always love saving these for last. They're basically just throw these in just in case you wanna use the booster packs. If you pull something cool in here that they might use in this deck, but that's not already in there. So let's go ahead and open up this brand new 60 card ready to play intro pack. Look at that. 2 into red, 1 Pia and Kyrian Nalar. Enters the battlefield, put 2 1/1 colors after artifact creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Pay 2 in a red, sacrifices an artifact. Pia and Kyrian Nalar deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Nice artifact token producer and burn ability. Mage Ring Responder. 7 colorless artifact. Doesn't untap during your untap step. Pay 7 to untap it. Whenever Mage Ring Responder attacks, it deals 7 dark damage to target creature defending player control. Damn. So basically, it's like kill one and then destroy another, maybe? Bonded Construct. Can attack one. 1 drop, 2/1 artifact creature. 2 of those. Bellows Lizard. 1 for red for a 1/1. Pay 1 in a red. He gets +1/+0 to the end of turn. Make him a little more aggro. Rune Servitor. When it dies, each player dies a card. And 2 for 2 colorless artifact creature. Let me adjust the camera just a little bit. Maybe even zoom in a little bit. There we go. My back was starting to kill me. Sorry, guys. Subterranean Scout. 1 and 1 red. Whenever Subterranean Scout enters the battlefield, target creature with power 2 or less cannot be blocked this turn. I know exactly where I could use this Goblin Scout. Goblin Pile Driver. Goblin Tribal deck, anyone? 1 Maritime Guard. Will it focus? There we go. 1 Maritime Guard. 1/3 for 2. Just a small aggro defender. Doesn't have defender, but when it's a 1/3, that's mostly probably what you're going to be doing with it. Chief of the Foundry. 3 drop artifact creature construct. Other artifact creatures you control get +1/+1. Not bad since you're already running like a lot of artifact creatures and artifacts in this deck. Another Chief of the Foundry, so get both of them out. Your creature's getting +2/+2. Well, unless you're well, if you have two of these out, the way this would work is both of them would give your other artifact creatures +1/+1. So this one would give him +1/+1, and then the rest plus the +1/+1. But when you have both of them out, only one of these is getting +1/+1. Like these two are just getting +1/+1 because they can't give themselves +1/+1. So these two are gonna get +1/+1 if they're both out. The rest of them are getting +2/+2. There we go. Ramroller. Artifact creature Juggernaut. Ramroller attacks each turn if able. Pure aggro. Gets +2/+0 as long as I control another artifact. Holy crap! The amount of artifact synergy in this pre-made deck. Gear Crafter. Whenever he enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 or 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying onto the battlefield. 2 in a red for that card for a 2/1 who puts Thopters on the field. 2 of those. So basically 2 for the price of 1. Not bad. Its ability kind of makes up for his just overall him as a card. Thopter Engineer. Basically, these cards are just like produce artifact things called Thopters and then small aggro red creatures so far from what I can see. And then the artifacts themselves seem to have great synergy. Guardian Automaton. When he dies, I gain 3 life. Fuck yeah, life gain. Excuse my language, but everybody, I can't say enough how much I like life gain shit. I think that's, like I said, white's my favorite color to play. So this actual deck choice was actually way out of like favor for me. Like I don't think I've ever played a red blue deck. Another Guardian Automaton. Aspiring Aeronaut. 3 in a blue, flying. When he enters battlefield, put a +1 or a 1/1 Thopter artifact creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Straight up. There's just so like I need to get some Thopter tokens with this deck. Why didn't they? I don't know. I think it actually came with them. Another one of those. Serapist Void Mage. I just actually pulled a foil version of this in my pre-release pack. Enters the battlefield, return target creature to its owner's hand. Little bounce ability. There's the blue coming out. When Whirler Rogue, 2 and 2 blue, so whenever he comes into play, put a 1/1 color Thopter artifact creature token with flying on the battlefield. Then tap 2 untapped artifacts I control. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Nice! Blue is just such a dick, and I love it. Our first gold card. I don't think I pulled one gold card when I was at this event. Reclusive Artificer, 2 blue and red, or 2 colors and a blue and a red. For a haster, Reclusive Artificer enters the battlefield. You may have it deal damage to target creature equal to the number of artifacts I control. Good God, like, oh, for the amount of like artifacts that this deck is producing, that's vicious. Especially if you can keep those Thopters on the battlefield. And you get 2 of those. So, that's it could be like killing off 2 big creatures at one time. Unless they have Indestructible. Volcanic Rambler. 5 and 1 red for a 6/4 fatty that has a pay 2, 1 red. It deals 1 damage to target player. Burn card fatty. 2 of those. There's the Evolving Wilds. Always love having. I think almost every deck I run one of these just because we all get that kind of mana screw where you're getting all of one color mana but you're not getting any of the other color because typically you're running 2 color decks. Sometimes you run a monocolor so you don't have to deal with this, but particularly in 2, 3, multicolored decks, you can run into a thing where I'm just pulling nothing but mountains and I need just one island, just one island to play a really good card that could change the game for me. That's what this card is for. You pay it out and then crack it by sacking it and then just going through your deck, grabbing that blue mana or red mana or green mana or black mana or white mana that you need to play your special card, or and just get them out and wreck and shop. Prism Ring, 1 drop. Choose a color when it comes into the battlefield. Whenever I cast a spell of chosen color, I gain 1 life. Absolutely sick for monocolored decks because you're always going to be playing that color. So just in general, that's a good card. Unless, I mean, I wouldn't use this. I would use this in monocolored decks easily. That's just my opinion. You could use it in any color combination deck if you want. You could do it in a suicide deck, but you're not running nearly as many of the same color spells. So, my personal opinion, this card would work best in a monocolored deck. I cannot speak today. Sorry, guys. A Alchemist Vial. I pulled one of these. When it enters the battlefield, I draw a card, pay 1, tap, sacrifice the vial. Target creature cannot attack or block this turn. I tried using this incorrectly at the event. I got explained to me that you have to do this before any kind of combat. Holy crap! Focus. You have to activate this ability before any kind of combat is out. I tried the noob in me came out and I tried to use this after my opponent had already declared attackers. He gave me the option to redo everything, start over from that round so I could use that ability because he was aware that I'm not too experienced in this game. I mean, I've been playing for a couple months now, so I haven't quite grasped the concept about what certain abilities when certain abilities activate or able to be activated. So it gave me the option to do it, but the honor in me said no, I made a misplay. So, and that misplay actually was would have, if I didn't make that misplay, I probably would have lived 1 more round, but I think he killed me that same round attacking phase. So I took my loss like a G, I'm all about, respecting the rules and just having overall good honor. And if I make a mistake, I made a mistake and I'm going to learn for it. I don't need anyone to give me a redo unless they absolutely insist on it, but I'm never going to take a redo unless, it's just one of those things. Infectious Bloodlust, 1 and 1 red, enchantment, aura, enchanted creature gets +2/+1, has haste, and attacks each turn if able. Pure aggro enchantment makes you attack every turn, so it gives you that good +2/+1, making you stronger and tougher. When an enchanted creature dies, you may search your library for a card named Infectious Bloodlust, reveal it, and put it into my hand. So if you're running a play set of these, you're gonna get to use this card pretty quick as soon as you get the first one out and that creature dies. And it comes with 3 of them, so there, like I said, there's that freaking basically a play set of Infectious Bloodlust. I would be surprised if they didn't have at least 2 of that in that deck, otherwise that would be a pointless card to run. Disperse, 1 and 1 blue, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Bounce card, just basically blue controlling shit. Ghirapur Aether Grid, 2 of them. Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control. It deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Artifact Burning. Artificer's Epiphany, draw 2 cards if I control no artifacts. If I control no artifacts, or whoever owns this card, discard a card. 2 of those. And the final card is a Meteorite. So when Meteorite enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player. And I could tap it to add 1 mana of any color to my mana pool. Sweet card. I kind of, for a 5-drop, I kind of wish it would deal more damage. At least 3. I mean, it's kind of weak, but at the same time, it's giving you mana of any color instead of 1 colorless mana, so I can kind of see it, but it is a little bit expensive in my opinion. Maybe if this was a 3 or 4 drop, it would be a little bit better as far as that, but not bad. That's just my opinion, though. So there you go, guys. Here's our foil rare we got in the pack, Pia and let's crack these booster packs. We got 2 of them with our intro pack. Let's see if there's anything sweet in here. Maybe I'll pull a Planeswalker. Who knows? I didn't pull 1 Planeswalker at that event. I got my best pull was a Goblin Pile Driver, which I'm not complaining, but you know, when you got everybody pull like I think everybody pulled Liliana that day. Like everybody. There's so much black decks. Ooh, Demolish. Oh, Red Jizz. Oh, I don't know why, but I love Demolish. Like, I like being an asshole and destroying people's mana so they can't put shit out. I like blue. Like, I mean, the only cards I don't like, surprisingly enough, the one deck color that I don't really play very often is black. I mean, I know everybody knows about my King Makar deck, and that's probably like the only black deck I have right now that has any black in it, and that's like a tricolor deck. Anyway, Demolish, man, I love Demolish. Even Battle Beast, 5 and 1 white, flying whenever it enters battlefield. I gain 3 life. Pro white, Eyeblight Assassin, a dark, 2 and a black for an elf assassin that whenever it comes in the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 at the end of turn. So turn 2, you could get rid of one of those 1/1 defenders, and you could just be annoying. Chandra's Fury. Maybe this is a little omen saying we pulled Chandra. I heard Chandra is fantastic in this set. 4 in a red, Chandra's Fury deals 4 damage to target creature or target player and 1 damage to each creature that player's controls. Fantastic for a burn card. Just remember, guys, these are all my opinions. If you disagree, tell me what my best pulls out of these packs below. If you disagree with anything I said, let me know what your opinion is. Yevas, I'm gonna call it Yevas just for easiness. Yevas Force Mage, 2 in a green for a elf shaman that enters the battlefield. Target creature gets +2/+2 until the end turn. Elf synergy for the win. Not necessarily have to be an elf for that to target, but if you're running any kind of elves, you're most likely running an elf deck. Water Courser, 2 in a blue. Pay 1 blue. Water Courser gets +1/+1 or +1/-1 until the end of turn. So it turns it from a 2/3 to a 3/2 to make it aggro. Orchard Spirit. This got played against me a lot at the event, so can't be blocked by except by. So there's just an easy evader right there. So basically, it's flying without flying, because it's a spirit. Negate. 1 in a blue for counter target non-creature spell. Classic blue tomfoolery. Fiery Impulse. 1 red for a Fiery Impulse that deals 2 damage to target creature. Then we have one of the brand new mechanics, Spell Mastery. If there are 2 or more instant or sorcery cards in my graveyard, Fiery Impulse deals 3 damage to target creature instead. Can I say red burn decks use Spell Mastery? I think I could say that. Knight of Pilgrim's Road, Renown 1. I think this is also a new mechanic. I'm not sure if this has been done before, but whenever I deal combat damage to a player, if this card isn't already renowned, it gets +1/+1 counter on it and becomes renowned. Sweet. Our first uncommon, Psychic Rebuttal. 1 in a blue for an counter. Hold on, let me see if I can bring that up. Counter target instant or sorcery spell that targets you. So basically a spell so this is definitely not for group play. Well, you could use it in a group deck, but since it's only specifically for a spell that targets me, I would most likely use this in a 1v1 deck, which group decks and 1v1 decks are 2 different things. And this also almost kind of sucks because it's basically counterspell for burn decks. Spell Mastery. If there are 2 or more instant or sorcery cards in my graveyard, You may copy the spell counted this way. And I may choose new targets for the copy. So basically, that just made this card even better for me, actually. So basically, it's like, oh, you're gonna hit me with a fireball, psychic rebuttal, fireball to you. So burn the burner. Shadows of the Past, 1 and 1 black. Whenever a creature dies, scry 1. For 4 and a black, each opponent loses 2 life, and I gain 2 life. Activate this ability only if there are 4 more creature cards in my graveyard. Ugh. Oh. Ugh. I like this card. I like this card a lot. I like this enchantment. Because it's not necessarily a creature enchantment. I think I just saw a planeswalker. I'm not gonna screw it up. Enthralling Victor. When Enthralling Victor enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature and opponent controls with power 2 or less until the end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until the end of turn. So it's a 3 colors and a red 3/2 creature that gives you like a weaker version of Treasonous Act. Awesome. Chandra! Oh, see this card, everybody? Remember when I said this card is an omen? Oh, what did I tell you? Chandra, Fire of Kaladesh, Planeswalker flip card. These Planeswalkers now are flip cards. Hell yeah. Oh, yes. I heard this card is pretty fantastic. It's 1 and 2 red. Whenever I cast a red spell, untap Chandra, the Fire of Kaladesh. So, basically, this is definitely a burn. Well, hold on. Let's finish reading this before I decide what this card is. Tap Chandra, Fire of Kaladesh, deals 1 damage to target player. If Chandra has dealt 3 or more damage this turn, exile her and then return to the battlefield, transform under her owner's control. So basically, burn deck for the win. Let's see that beautiful flipped Planeswalker. Her +1 ability, Chandra, Roaring Flame, deals 2 damage to target player. So its +1 ability is just a burn effect. So, and she starts out with 4 loyalties, so hell yeah. So just 3 of those could get you to our max. -2 effect, Chandra, Roaring Flame does 2 damage to target creature. Huh. I don't know if I like that ability. I don't think I like it as a -2. I feel like that should have been the +1 ability, like as a or ability. Like it should have been like Chandra, Roaring Flame deals 2 damage to target player or creature, and then there a different -2 ability where it's like it deals 1 damage to like all creatures or like all players. Then ultimate -7, Chandra, Roaring Flame deals. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I was up on the screen. I'm reading it underneath the camera, so I'm sorry. So now you can see it. Chandra, Roaring Flame deals 6 damage to each opponent. Each player dealt damage this way gets an emblem with. At the beginning of your upkeep, the emblem deals 3 damage to you. Oh, that's. Oh. Oh, I'm so mad because I just traded someone. I pulled the emblem for her at the event, and frick. Now I don't have that emblem, and I'm not mad at myself. I mean, the guy had it, and he had her. So I was like, you know what? Here, take it. You need it for your deck. So here, and he traded me cards, and he gave me, a stack of promo rares. So I mean, couldn't complain. But that's insane, though. Chandra, Roaring Flame pull. Here's the little flip card thing. So if you don't use sleeves, you could use this to represent your Planeswalker, and a zombie token. Oh, that was sick. Oh. And our second pack. This is gonna be a semi-decent long video. I'm sorry, guys. It's like already at 30 minutes almost. Amprin Tactician, 2 and 2 white for when it enters the battlefield, creature I control gets +1/+1 until the end of the turn. It's a 3/3. Oh, it's shiny. Fatigued Imp flying. It gains Death Touch until the end of turn for 1 black mana. 2 for a 1/2. Smash to Smithereens. Artifact Hate. Smash to Smithereens deals 3 damage to target artifacts controller. 1 in a red. Nice. Healing Hands. Target player gains 4 life. Draw a card. Love life gain. Baraka's Disciple. 3 in a green. Death Touch. Renown 1, 2, 3. Watercourser. We have one of those in our intro deck, so I don't think I need to go over that again, but it's a 2 in a blue. Pay 1 and gets +1, -1, so it turns into more aggro from a defender. Elvish Visionary. Whenever it enters the battlefield, I draw a card. I'm so glad that elves are making a comeback. Like I didn't play. I wasn't big into elves because, well, I'm not really a vintage player or one of those guys who's been playing forever. But so I probably didn't come around when there was a lot of elves, so I'm not really the biggest fan of elves. But I'm glad that they're coming more like predominant in this set than they were before. Nivix Barrier, 3 in a blue, flash, defender. Whenever Nivix Barrier enters the field, the target attacking creature gets -4, -0. So basically, block it. Summon this creature real quick, block that creature, give it -4, so it's not doing any damage to Nivix Barrier, or unless it has freaking 5 or more life, but then it was not going to kill Nivix. So it would need 8 damage or 8 strength or power to actually kill Nivix Barrier. Claustrophobia. Ugh, I like this card. It's just making it's just controlling your opponent's creature. Basically, enchant creature. It taps it and then it doesn't tap during its controller's untap step. So basically, being a dick. Erosis Champion is our first uncommon. 1 red and white, double strike, 2/2. So not bad for a 3-drop. Not bad at all. Scab Goliath, 5 in a blue, an additional cost of Scab Goliath. Exile 2 creature cards from my graveyard. Trample, 6/9. Ooh. Kind of a heavy. I mean, it's definitely a bomb. I don't know if it's the greatest bomb in the world. Definitely not the best for reanimator decks, for sure. My next uncommon is a Skyraker Giant, 2 and 2 red. Reach for a 4/3 and a 4/3. So I ran this card as like one of my big guys in my promo or my pre-release deck. And our rare is a Thopter Spy Network, 2 and 2 blue. At the beginning of my upkeep, if I control an artifact, put a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature with token with flying on the battlefield. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Awesome. This would almost go really good in the intro deck. And then a foil rare, which is another one of these. So if I got both of these out, putting 2 every time I during my upkeep, and then drawing 2 cards if I'm dealing damage. Nice. Tip card in a forest. Hell yeah, guys. Fantastic pulls. I'm super stoked by this intro pack. And it makes me want to go buy more intro packs just because like, oh, maybe only in intro packs, I'm getting good stuff. I mean, not that I don't ever get good pulls anyway, but I mean, still, foil rare, like Chandra, Fire of Kaladesh, and then just like, that's just awesome. Remember, guys, always sleeve your foils to prevent them from curling. Let me grab my KMC Hypermat. I use white ones. Sometimes I bought a couple of blue ones before. I might end up buying some black KMC Hypermats. That's at the top. Here's the top. Double sleeve. Double sleeving is always good. Come on now. Don't give me trouble on camera. There we go. Foil Thopter Spy Network. And then, check it, yo. Chandra, Fire of Kaladesh. Mythic Planeswalker flip. Hell yeah, I wish I had my emblem back. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Always remember that I am a proud member of Blue Esports. I am proud to have you all as my viewers. I am super proud to be doing what I'm doing. I love Magic. I love esports. I'm also a Halo player, so if anybody's ever playing Halo, send me a message or comment your gamer tag. Maybe we'll play some Halo sometime. I'm gonna sleeve up Chandra real quick because protect your rares. Here's our polls. Thank you everybody for watching. Godfist out. That brand new logo though, right?